Alright everybody, welcome back. We're still getting things set up for a Shatterhand race, but in the meantime we just want to remind you guys to keep donating. We've had some awesome prizes so far. We've got our grand prize of a Nintendo Wii U and 3DS XL bundle. Okay, it's $35 to get in on that. We also have a PS4 that will be given away as well, so you're going to want to get your donations in for that. And as one last reminder, all donations are going towards Doctors Without Borders. Okay, so let's see, we got a few, while we're still getting set up, we have a few donations that we can read off. Matthew Bangston donates $20 saying, first time watching SGDQ, can't believe I didn't know about it before. Really cool to see all of this. And way cool that it's all going to such a rad cause. Thanks to all of you for such a great stream. Keep it up. Corey Lucy donates $10 and says, shout outs to everyone involved in this event for providing awesome entertainment while giving to an even more awesome cause. We've got $35 from Joshua Crut. Keep up the good work, guys. I've never heard of some of these older games. Here's hoping for some more hilarious glitch runs. And trust me, the glitches aren't done yet. Okay. Just a few things that you're going to want to be aware of coming up soon. We have Dust Force that will be coming up soon, and there is a character bid war going on for that. We haven't had a whole lot of donations for it. Right now we have Dust Man, which has $35 towards him, and Dust Girls, which has $31 donated towards her. So if you're excited for some Dust Force, excuse me, if you're excited for some Dust Force, go ahead and get some donations in for that. Don't forget that we recently added a bid war between Mario Kart 64 and which will be run by, oh, I gotta pull that up, sorry. Yeah, a bid war between Mario Kart 64, which will be by Fire Dragon, or if you want, F-Zero GX by Naglaria. Okay, get your donations in for that. Just put your money behind whoever you want to see at that time. Okay. Just a little bit about us. SDA is Speed Demos Archive. Our website is speeddemosarchive.com. And where'd that go? There it is. Speed Demos Archive is the premier community for video game speedruns, completing games as quickly as possible through extensive planning, practice, and knowledge of game mechanics and glitches. Alright, we also have runners here from Speedruns Live, the best site to race video games online against others. Players of all skill levels are welcome to join, whether you'd like to become competitive or just race casually with friends. You can go to the front page, speedrunslive.com, for more information and to watch a wide variety of speedrun streams. Okay, and the charity that we're raising money for, Doctors Without Borders, is an international medical humanitarian organization created by doctors and journalists in France in 1971. Today, Doctors Without Borders provides independent, impartial assistance in more than 60 countries to people whose survival is threatened by violence, neglect, or catastrophe, primarily due to armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, exclusion from healthcare, or natural disasters. In 1999, they received the Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts. It is a really great cause. You do want to donate towards them. For example, $30 donated towards Doctors Without Borders can purchase wound care for 6 burn victims. $60 can purchase treatment for 72 children under the age of 5 suffering from malaria. And that's just one of the, those are a couple of the many different ways that Doctors Without Borders can help everybody. Okay, we've got a donation here from Martin Kvist. I'm sorry if I messed up your name, Martin. He donated $20 and says, "Summer Games Done Quick is the best games done quick. Greetings from Denmark." We have a $200 donation from Max Wasserman. "Hey, Klaige, here's the money I didn't give you for the trip to Chicago for UFGT last month. Good luck with the run." And if you guys are able to, please turn off ad block, as all the ad funds are going towards future marathons. That'll help us to be able to keep our equipment up and going and be able to make things even better. And then just as a friendly reminder, just like GDQ Monitor says there, we will be taking the stream down after Shatterhand just really quick. We won't be running any games, but we'll bring the stream right back up with some music. It is to, as you can see there from what GDQ is announcing, Operation Fix the Audio will occur during the downtime. All right, it'll just be about a minute, you guys. We are just getting a couple of last things taken care of. There it is. And there we go.
Pick the one that there's.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I think that was mine.
Hello.
Hi there.
Good
Hello,
morning.
I am microphone.
Good afternoon.
All right, so
Want me to give a countdown? Or?
Yeah, that's fine. Whenever, if we're good to go.
We ready to roll?
back there?
Yeah. Can we give you a countdown?
I'll do it. All right. All right. 3, 2, 1. Shatterhand. TM.
So this game is also known as Steve H. Punch Warrior because that's
Yes.
the character's name.
Yeah. This is a fairly late NES platformer. Really good controls, graphics, music, everything. You should play it if you haven't already.
Yeah. Lots of very clever sprite work as
Yeah,
well.
So first thing they're doing is they're getting a power vest from getting 100 gold or whatever, and touching that pad there, and that doubles punch power.
Yep.
Lasts until they get hit 3 times, and it persists between stages.
Correct.
And the boxes they're picking up with the Greek alpha and beta characters affect their robot buddy.
Yep. You won't see that till about the 3rd stage for me.
Yeah.
That's one of the fun things about playing this game casually too, is that there's there's a lot of different combinations.
Yep. Some of them are really good. Some of them are the flamethrower.
Yeah. They're all going to be going for the triple beta robot, which is a grenade thrower, just because it's both the highest damage and the easiest to hit stuff with.
Yeah.
So this first boss can jump up to the wall and do bad things unless you do a small manipulation that was found out by Gubado. Basically, you wait when he's doing here, don't do anything, and he fires, and then you can go back punching him.
I screwed that up.
And as did I. Saved it.
So
Yeah,
since we're on the
that was terrible.
stage transition now, I'm going to take a moment to talk about this game's excellent storyline. So in Japan, this was a game where you were a robot or something,
Like
but
Soul Brain.
Soul Brain.
yeah, I
It's
don't
called
know.
in
But
Japan.
the American programmers knew better than to do something simple like that. So Steve H is a man who used to fight terrorists until they shot his arms, so he had to get robot arms, and so now he can punch bullets, and so he's
Yes.
going after the terrorists by punching everything in his path.
Yeah. So just a warning, Klaige and I do use different pads here. It doesn't matter a whole lot,
Yep.
but it's just what we're used to.
Yep. We'll sync back up at the end of the game, basically.
Because once you've been in the intro stage, you have 5 more stages that you can do in any order, and then the final stage. And
Yep.
it only really affects the speedrun route because of the robot parts.
Yeah, and more than anything, there's not much that changes when you go to different stages. The only thing that really affects time is what robot part you carry over, and I got bad luck there by not getting the
you don't
drop.
get to carry money over between stages.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do some extra kills now. Unfortunately, that box is random, and decided to not give me gold, so instead I'm gonna have to kill some robots here to earn more gold. And they're not dropping big coins because it's a marathon, so why would they do anything I actually want?
Yep. Where's MV? He's around
Yep.
here somewhere, I'm sure.
All right, so now I have enough gold to do my route properly for the rest of this. Thanks, MV. Appreciate it. Viva la France.
That was Robo Zangief, by the way.
Yes.
You'll see him a couple more times.
Yeah, he's very used.
So one thing you'll notice in this game is you have a very hefty amount of iframes on not only getting hit, but other things like boss transitions and getting the health pads. So when you get any kind of a health pad, you'll see that I decide to sit for a second and let the invulnerability carry me through.
So, and here is, of course, I play this game because you walk on the ceiling.
Yep.
Also a Bloodlines feature, so.
There you go. There's the challenge.
So now I need to find a Bloodlines card. Is that what you're telling me?
If you want to hate yourself. So,
You have to do Blaster Master 2 first.
So this snake boss, in between the transition there, he doesn't have a hurt box in the transition from the 2 weird robot gremlin things to the giant snake. So you can just sit on the fence and wail on him and he dies very quickly with the powered up punch because they decided he didn't need a hitbox till about 30 seconds after transforming.
So the reason I do this stage first is because it's the most random stage in the game, and so if you're going for actual speedrun attempts, you'd probably do the stage first just
Correct.
to...
Yeah, because Gravager, as we call him, is the great equalizer at this game.
Yes.
Yeah, this race is not over until
Yeah.
after the second Gravager fight.
Yeah, if you thought you and I were, or UA and I were the stars of this race, that's false.
Yeah.
Gravity Boss is the
standing on
real
my
star
lap.
of the show
Sorry.
here.
Okay. All right, round 1, Gravager. The reason why this guy is such a pain is just because he can he can go outside your attack range whenever he wants to, like he's doing right now.
Yeah, he can also put you on the ceiling so that you can't even attack him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the worst thing is just dancing outside out of bounds.
Which he's doing a lot of.
I think
to
the
me
current
right now.
record for how long he's been out of bounds is over a minute.
Yeah, I was practicing yesterday, and during the second time you fight this boss, because yes, once wasn't enough, he actually went out of bounds on me for so long, I legitimately thought I soft-locked the game.
Yeah, so I would have reset for that. That was mediocre for a marathon race, but for an actual attempt, I would have reset for that.
So I'm
Almost
going,
died.
Yeah,
I'm going
having
very.
less health saves a little bit of time on the results screen.
That was a bad
Yeah,
jump.
I forget exactly how many frames it is per life bar, but it's significant enough that you want to try to.
Yeah, anytime you can burn health at the end of a fight, there are actually opportunities if you. Most of the time you won't be low enough, but if you have low enough health due to mistakes, you can actually double KO yourself against the boss you're fighting, and yeah, you can.
This thing is the snake is the easiest one to do that
Yeah.
on, isn't it?
Yeah, I did that at SGDQ 2 years ago.
Because the
whenever
death
I was-
animation in this game takes about 12 seconds, so you have a lot of leeway to have the last life bar get taken away and still keep going.
And this is the second nasty RNG part of the run.
Yeah,
right?
let's see if these jetpack guys give me good luck here.
Yeah, they're the spiritual successors to Jetpack Ninjas.
Wow! Oh wow! I am probably
What a
dead.
play.
Yeah, because he
Oh
needs,
my God,
'cause he needs
I'm
to walk
serious.
through a lot of fires to save time in this stage.
I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
Wow.
Yeah, they completely screwed me over here.
Incredible.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, sadly, getting enough money to use that health pad would cost too much time.
All right, Gravity Jerk gets another round.
Yep.
Yeah, and see how
So
long
yeah,
this
it's,
death takes? It doesn't
I'm
help
sure-
that there's like 5 billion enemies on screen
Yeah,
either.
Yeah.
There was nothing I could do there.
Oh, he already stuck me to the ceiling, so we're off to a roaring start. I have to actually be really careful now.
That was.
Oh, that's bad.
Okay, round 2. Come on, guys.
I have to play extremely safe now because I'll die during this fight if I don't.
Are they seriously doing this to me again?
Come on, come over here.
Okay,
Yep.
I think I might.
I knew it was going to happen too.
Alright, I think I might be okay here. Okay. I'm gonna kill myself here because this auto-scroller is long as hell. So I need to jump into the fire here. So.
Yep.
I do not want to try to do that auto-scroller with only 1 health. That's a really bad idea to me.
Yeah.
And this is Gravijerk doing what he does best, just perpetually dancing out of range. And sadly, because he died, he lost his power vest too, so he can't. It takes more hits to kill him.
Yep.
In casual play, I like using a different robot that actually lets you kill the missile launcher on the bottom side of this platform.
Yeah, if you're gonna go for that flamethrower, is probably your best bet. But the problem is the flamethrower is terrible at hitting the jetpack
I like the one that
guys.
throws the discuses and kind of a
That works too,
downward arc too.
I don't even remember what combo that is though.
I don't either.
I mean, I only ever use the triple beta unless I screw up and pick up the wrong symbol, which hopefully I won't do. Why did I even say that?
Oh, thank God.
Okay, there you go.
Well, we're pretty much evened up now after that fiasco.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Gravity Jerk will have another chance to completely affect the outcome of the race.
So you can kind of see why I didn't want to try to do this part with 1 health.
You don't even actually have to fight all of the bosses in the game, but of course that one is one of them.
Yeah, 2 of the worst ones are the ones that they chose, so it's pretty great.
Okay, so coming up, once he gets to the top of this auto-scroller, we'll see the mecha suit for the first time, which is another upgrade you get. If you get the same combination of robot parts that resulted in the robot you have, you basically, Steve H merges with his robot for about 15 seconds, and he's able to punch and shoot fireballs that I think do like 4 times the damage of a regular punch.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Meanwhile, if you've missed any of the matches, it just replaces the robot.
So the katana dude that's the boss of this stage is pretty nasty if you fight him normally, but with the mecha suit, he's a pushover.
Yeah, I've also screwed up the manipulation here.
So I can't scroll that screen until the elevator is completely off the screen. That's why I had to wait there.
I'm gonna have to take a slow route and try and make it to the next section and then also suicide. Oh my gosh, jump please. Yep, I'm not gonna make it. Yep.
Aw, man.
This is a really
pretty rough
guys.
RNG for both people.
I messed up. You can manipulate them. I just didn't do it.
But as you saw, there is a time limit for how long you stay in mecha suit form, so that does unfortunately limit the number of places where it's actually useful. Because, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering why you can't just use it on Gravijerk, but that's just because the positioning of the robot parts doesn't work for
They thought
getting
ahead
to
to
him with
prevent
enough
that.
time left.
Yeah, pretty much.
No fun allowed.
Yep. Thank you, Natsumi. Good game.
Yeah.
Bad gravity boss
Yeah, this
design.
would be a fantastic speed game if not for the gravity boss.
Yep.
Yeah,
As it is,
even the jetpack guy section is not really that bad.
Now again, you can actually manipulate those. I just failed to do it because marathons.
Yeah. Because they are playing a bit differently than you would in like a PB attempt at this game too, as far as like getting a lot more health recovery and getting like, I think, would you get that power vest in a PB attempt?
It saves a bunch of time on the fans.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
you'd also gamble a lot more on getting better drops in certain spots instead of farming it, stuff like that.
Wow, I guess that's not a...
Robo Zangief?
I have no money, but I guess I don't think that's actually a problem. I don't really need that much health.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, these fans, you have to kill them because they push you away, and having the power vest really
They take 8 hits normally, 4 with the power vest, but yeah, getting there with the vest saves well over 15 seconds, so it's worth it for the minor backtrack you have to do to get it.
Yeah, and you have to be more. You can't damage boost through some of the enemies in the first half.
Yeah.
Because you need to save the vest.
Makes me wonder if you could route it so that you still have a vest from a previous stage when you come in here too.
In theory, yeah, but it wouldn't really make that enough of a difference to really worry about, I don't think.
Yeah, because damage boosting is just kind of a thing you have to do in that section.
That jump is way harder than it looks, by the way.
Yeah, the underwater physics are pretty floaty.
It's a NES, of course, it's going to have terrible underwater physics.
It's better than most, just they're really floaty.
So, yeah.
It's different.
Getting the triple beta robot back for this boss is essential.
Yep. Makes a huge difference in the kill time.
That's actually one of the worst places in the game to die is on that boss, because if you spawn there with nothing but your fist, this fight is borderline impossible.
He is incredible. Yeah, this is probably the worst design boss from a just basic thought process, because if you don't have a robot, there's not really great ways to attack him safely. But fortunately, you can just pin him in a corner.
Yeah, my robot's taking more damage than he really should have. Crap. Okay, that took a little longer than it should have, but that still went all right. Hurting myself a little bit. Just to save a bit of time. I only have 1 life left, don't I?
I think I have only.
Twice. Yes, I have.
Yeah, I am also on 1 life.
I really hope I don't.
We're making this exciting in all the wrong ways, by the way.
Yeah, this race is definitely shaping up to be pretty strange.
Yeah, because the final stage is as long as like 2 regular stages.
Yeah, and it also has the longest checkpoint in the game, because you have to refight 3 bosses. If you die any time before finishing the first 3 bosses, you go clear back to the beginning of the final stage.
And this is the stage that isn't in the Japanese version.
Yeah,
right?
this is replaced by the carnival level in the Japanese version, and they rearranged some of the bosses, like the robots that Klaige fought at the end of the factory stage that you saw earlier. Those are replaced by dancers in the carnival stage, and they have a lot more health, but they also don't have the snake form.
And I think the carnival stage is unique music that isn't even in the English version at all.
Yeah, it's the carnival and the fire stage. Whoops, what am I? That's the wrong box. The carnival and the fire stage share music in the Japanese version, whereas the gravity and fire stage share the U.S. version for whatever reason.
Yeah. So I'm not going to have the power-up vest for the fans, unfortunately, due to
This is what we call the fetus punching level too.
Yes.
This is also what we call the lag marine level.
Yeah.
You'll see why shortly.
Because I mean,
Pretty impressive.
he's going to be killing a lot of these things just to cut down on lag, even if he doesn't look like he really has to just progress safely.
You can already see it starting.
Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty powerful.
So I wait until after I get hit to get the vest there so that I can still have the invincibility to not waste a hit on the vest.
Yeah, because you really want the vest for the next boss.
Yeah, it saves a bunch of time.
Oh, and this kind of power punch he's doing by punching a couple times while standing in place is double strength, and having the vest on top of that.
Yeah, the haymaker does double the
those
regular
big
punch.
pink guys have a ton of health, as you can see.
Yeah, it also takes twice as long to swing, but so it kind of when you're just sitting there spamming it, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but it makes a difference in certain like boss fights.
Yeah, and like breaking walls too.
Yeah. Whoops! Wow, you launched me the wrong way. What the hell was that? It's not giving me a correct pattern. So imagine that fight taking twice as long as if I hadn't brought the red vest in.
I think that thing has the most health in the game, as far as I can.
Would not surprise me.
Because well over 30-some punches, even with the vest. So yeah.
That was a pretty good water boss fight on Klaige's part.
Not letting him escape the corner at all is
Yeah.
about as good as you can hope for.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm now gonna do the stage that Klaige did first. And he's gonna do the stage I just did, so we'll have a better idea of how far apart we are at the end of these stages.
Those these stages are fairly comparable in time, but the factory is definitely shorter, so I'd be very surprised.
So I know UA did the gravity stage first because of the boss. I mean, what was your logic?
Basically, that's how I routed the game originally, and having the vest in this early part of the game is worth quite a bit, so that's basically the whole reason.
So,
like I said, at the end of the day, it's more personal preference, but for an actual speed run, you're going to do gravity first to eliminate the
So I got lucky,
RNG.
and that was actually a bag. I think for Klaige it was a grenade.
Yes,
I remember hearing
correct.
you complain about that.
It's assigned to the global timer, which starts at the beginning of each stage, but it seems to change on a random number of frames. I haven't figured out what it is just yet. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of TAS information on it because the TAS doesn't need to collect a whole lot of power-ups.
Yeah, the TAS doesn't get the robot at all.
No,
Nope.
not at all.
It also abuses a punch mechanic that's really, really hard to do in real time. It's basically not impossible. I've never been able to figure out how to get it consistent, and Klaige was working on it for a while, but I think he gave up on it.
Yeah, you can kind of recreate it, but like, my hand is not made of metal like Steve H's, so eventually it would wear out for sure. And now
So it's pretty important that I go into the final stage with 2 beta pieces for the route I have figured out. I'm still not entirely sure it's actually faster than just doing it a slightly different way, but it sure feels like it to me. So that's what I'm used to. So. Oh come on, hit the stupid snakehead. There we go. I don't need to test for the first part of the stage. I think I do a bunch of damage boosting anyway.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, part of the problem with this section of the fetus stage is that sometimes they'll spawn behind you and make it chase you like they were doing there. He still managed to get out just fine, but that was way closer than I would have liked.
Yep. So now you have a good idea how far ahead UA is of me at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, this is still well within the margin of gravity loss.
Yep. Oh, yes.
And pretty much any death at all in the final stage is going to change.
If one of us dies and the other doesn't, we may as well just give up. I mean, you seriously lose like 4 minutes.
Music in this stage is awesome too, although it is for the whole game. But
yeah, this has one of the best NES soundtracks I've ever heard, bar none.
Nice fight.
Reasonable fight.
That was unexpected. I was not expecting to get launched back there.
Well, I will try and crawl it back in here, but it's mostly out of my control. Gravity Boss will really decide who goes where here.
Wow. Okay. This is already looking kind of bad.
But first, the longest cut scene for no purpose.
yeah.
Yep.
Playing it way safer than I really need to, but these grenade hitboxes are way bigger than they look. Especially when you've got your robot buddy there, because he can get hit by a grenade and make it blow up right over your head. It basically like triples the size of your hitbox if you're not careful in your movement. Okay, I'm probably okay now. Oops. Well, I'm still okay, but not as okay. It's a health thing right here. I just would have rather not have taken that hit because it means I won't have it'll be less likely that I have the vest later on.
All right. So the goal for the routing here is to kill 2 of the bosses just with the mecha suit. All right, that was a pretty good fight.
Yeah. Ideally, I can kill him before he jumps up on the wall, but he is a little bit random. So, it could be good.
Because as long as this stage is, it does have a lot of health pads and a lot of robot parts.
Yep. If I miss any of the robot parts, I'm probably gonna die. So you need to be careful.
Yes.
Or if I accidentally pick up the wrong robot part.
Yep.
Then yeah, I mean
That's
it's basically
GG too.
just about, yeah. Oops. Whatever. Come on. Get over here. There we go. This is a pretty hard jump right here.
There we go.
That's more difficult than it looks.
Okay, now time for Katana Dude, round 2.
Yep. Ah, I hit him.
Do you use a different robot part route for the stage than Klaige?
I don't get the powered up vest for this fight now.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that guy is pretty easy to just stand and punch, so.
Yeah, it doesn't make as much of a difference. Oh, and here's the gravity section again.
Yep, so we all know what's coming up next.
Yep.
The Great Equalizer.
Do something, come on. I have to wait until he either throws a grenade or shoots so I know how to react. And he, like, stood there for a really long time not doing anything. That was weird.
That guy took an unfortunate
robot
pattern.
just did a circle for no reason. It's actually not as important at this point if I get the right robot. Well, I mean, I still want to get the right robot parts, but if I miss a robot part, I can recover from that. But it's pretty annoying to do so, so I'd rather not. All right, gravity boss round 2. Let's see.
Pretty strong start, gravity boss. Huh.
Yeah, he said he waved from the side.
Yeah,
Hi, please stop.
Gravity Boss demands a real race.
Yes.
Even though you both screwed it up.
Like I said, while we were getting set up for the race, I could hear this guy cackling from inside the cartridges.
Yeah, what the
just giving you the luck from it.
Oh my god, I'm terrible at hitting him right now.
Oh, that has definitely happened before. That is this fight in a nutshell. Good job. Yeah. UA is pretty safe now.
Unless he gets like god luck, then I've probably won, but I could fall in this last shaft climb, so it's not over yet.
Yeah, he's not giving him great luck either.
Yeah, he's out of range, unfortunately, here for me. Because he stuck me to the ceiling.
I'm picking up some extra stuff for safety just in case the boss fight goes poorly.
See, I'm getting the other trolling. He's staying on screen for me, but he's not.
Yeah, he's not standing in the right place.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm actually getting the attack patterns I want. He's just not in the right spot.
I mean, different robots would make it easier to hit him too, but they also create more lag and are just less useful in general than the triple beta.
So once he's in the room, it's GG. So.
Yeah, the final boss is a pushover with the mecha suit.
Yep, correct.
Yeah, well, even without too, if you know how to stun lock him.
All right, so time will be when this guy starts blowing up for me. Not the best pattern. I can kill. Okay.
There we go.
What was my time? 25-27? Okay. For 2 deaths, that's not bad at all. That's better than my last SGDQ run that had no deaths in it.
It had one of the most amazing Gravajerk Mark II fights I've ever seen too.
Yeah, that was
3
awful.
out of 4 fights for him were pretty incredible.
This is going to be pretty nice and close for how much RNG.
Yeah, for how much we screwed this up and for how bad the RNG messed with us. Yeah, I mean, this is way closer than I expected, especially after I died twice. He's not giving him a great pattern.
No, that's a really unfortunate pattern. He's almost dead, but there we go.
Right.
Time. I didn't need to know that.
Yeah, we need to be clapping like this, like the guys in the cutscene.
Oh man.
Now that is a grin.
Yep. Steve H knows what he's done.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations to Uranium Maker for winning that, and good job for both racers in racing Shatterhand. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be taking the stream down here shortly. It will come right back up with some tunes while we work on some audio issues, so get audio hype. All right, we'll be back as soon as we can, so please stick around.